A major reform package has been agreed upon by the CDU, CSU, and SPD in the coalition committee in early July this year, 2026. So this has brought different changes which are especially going to be seen by January 2027 and maybe subsequent month in the year 2027. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Temilola. So today we are going to be speaking on some reforms that has taken place in Germany and that has really affected so many areas. For instance, the taxes, the labor market, the pensions, and others, right? So we are going to be speaking on them, just not really in depth, but then mentioning them. Then you can also read more about this on your own. It's just to create an awareness, right? Because it's always good to know what's happening wherever you're living or wherever you are. So starting with the labor market, the minimum wages is increasing. That's a very good thing to hear, right? So the minimum wage is going to increase from 13 euros 90 cents to 14 euros 60 cents. So this is going to be from January 1st 2027. So we still have some quite of month in this year to enjoy the current minimum wage. Okay, and also is the tax reform. So the basic tax, apparently when the minimum wages increases, so the basic tax wants to also increase from 12,348 euros to 12,900. So what does it, so this is actually by 2028. This one I'm talking about is going to start by 2028, not 2027. So what this basically means is that this is the amount at which there won't be any tax, like you won't be taxed for this if that is the amount you earn in a year. So that is that. And also the new EU cash limits. This is actually for let me say, this is also starting from 2027, precisely July 10, 2027. But this is basically for the business owners, the business owners, the retailers, and all of that. So the difference, this is like EU law, and Germany has to also go by this law because Germany is under EU. Okay, so the thing is that there won't be cash acceptance that is more than 10,000 euros. Like when, let me say, if a company or a self-employed individual will pay, so the maximum tax and the maximum allowed cash is 10,000 euros. That is for companies and self-employed individuals. When it comes to retailers are required to get their customers' documents and information if they are going to pay them more than 3,000 euros. So for instance, if I want to go to any retail store right now and buy some things, and what I'm going to buy is more than 3,000 euros, so it is obligatory for the person, like the owner of that retail store or anyone in charge, to get my document, to get my proper detailed information, because I am spending more than 3,000 euros. So that is that for retailers. You know, this is like different from the company owners. So for the pension part, so this I actually jotted down and I would like to speak more on it. So I wrote here that the Riester pension, there's something called Riester pension scheme here in Germany. So for those that know it, and for those that doesn't know it, you can just Google it, then you know more about restart pension. So restart pension will be replaced for a new contract from 2027 onwards by a new ETF base. I know so many people know about ETFs, and if you don't really know much about ETFs, you can just put in the comment section if you would love to know more about ETFs, especially here in Germany. Then I can make a video on that, on how you can buy your own ETFs by yourself or through other companies, right? So they are going to, like, you know, replace the initial restart pension, the initial restart pension contract with this ETF based subsidized retirement savings account. So apparently what the government is going to be doing is to contribute up to 540 euros in this account on your behalf per year, right? So like, okay, so although this restart contract, for those that have it already, it will still be in existence, but the thing is that they can transfer to the new model upon request. So if they don't request for their restart account to be transferred to this ETF based stuff, then I think it will still remain the restart account for them. But then this specific one is going to be subsidized by the government. Okay, and also the government is also trying to come up with this also for children, right? So early start pension, and the state will pay 10 euros, like individual states will pay 10 euros per month into a capital funded account on behalf of a child that is up to 6 years old. So apparently children that were born from 2020 are entitled or eligible for this starting from next year 2027. And also a new reform is also under this labor market, is that once you're sick now, that very day you're sick, you have to like take a sick letter to your employer. To your employer, you can't wait for like 3 days again before sending your sick leave paper or information or document, as the case may be. And apparently the doctors do not really like this, because they feel like this is going to like amount on them more pressure from sick people that could have called that, oh, they are sick, or they could have just be at home and just take some rest. Now they have to like come for papers, a lot of workload on the doctors. And like I said in my last video, Germany needs more hands, like more doctors and more nurses. So now that they are coming up with this again, the doctors are already like talking like, no, this is going to be like heavy on them. So imagine a lot of sick people coming to the hospital or to the clinic just to have sick paper. It's like a workload on the doctors, right? Instead of doing other major things that they are there trying to put in or add up writing of letters. Okay, so that is that. If you have taken one or more information from this video, just give a thumbs up, like this video, share, and also subscribe. And also do not forget to leave your comments in the comment section, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.